Second again, ole, ole. Second again, ole, ole. Second again, second again, second again, ole, ole. Let's go. What you saying, everyone? Welcome back. Second again, ole, ole. Second again, ole, ole. Second again, second again, second again, ole, ole. Arsenal Football Club have flopped another trophy opportunity. Manchester City win the Carabao Cup. Woohoo! Light work as well. It wasn't even close. We cut them frauds. Not only did Manchester City win, but football won. This stinky haramball football team that want to come to Wembley and defend and play for a 0-0 and pray for corners and long throws. You got dealt with. Hold that. Hold that. Disgusting football team. Quadruple. Derailed. First trophy in 6 years for Arteta. Derailed. Where are you at now? Where are all the talkers? You thought this was already in the bag. We went with no expectations. 2-0. You man couldn't even score past us. Absolutely dealt with beyond belief. Listen, my throat's still a bit sore from yesterday. I'm absolutely knackered. I've done a full day in work off about 5 hours sleep. Got back from Wembley last night at about 1 a.m. What a day, though. What a day. I tell you what, well worth the trip. It's not been the happiest of hunting grounds recently for us. Twice in a row now in finals, I've gone down, watched us lose to Crystal Palace, watched us lose to Manchester United. Man, it was worth the wait yesterday. I tell you what, I've not felt that feeling in a long time. That City end yesterday, I tell you what, that's the best I've seen it at Wembley for years. For years. It was so good, the limbs. And I think it was because people were going with no expectations, really. First time we've probably played in a final and been the underdogs at Wembley. The pressure was off. The players played like the pressure was off. The fans just were down there to have a good time. And then when that first goal went in, oh my God, it was insane, man. On that bottom tier, my boot was in the air. My broken leg was all over the show. I was getting thrown down the stairs. It was absolutely wild. But what a day. What a day. Let's break it down then. Let's break it down. Let's talk about Manchester City first, all right? Let's give this absolute glaze fest a go. Because it's been a while since I've done it. It's been a hell of a long time. A lot of poor results recently. And it feels good to actually say a lot of positives for once. So let's get cracking. James Trafford. Let's start from the back. What a performance. The mindset of this guy. Knowing that he's held bench for the majority of the year. Probably had promises from the club that he's going to be the number one moving forward. And then we go and sign Donnarumma. For him to come in these cup games especially in a final like yesterday and putting a performance like he did. Though that triple save to keep us in the game. Listen, if we go 1-0 down that early on in a final, we probably capitulate. We probably don't win that game without James Trafford yesterday. Hats off to him. Elite mentality. What a keeper. The way we played out from the back as well was levels clear of what we were used to seeing. Unbelievable performance. And there's going to be some very, very difficult conversations coming up in the near future. I'm telling you. But I'm going to save them for another day because this is a glaze fest. All right. We're not having any difficult combos today. But James Trafford, you have put yourself in with a shout to start for this football team, my guy. And I don't want to see you give up and what a walk in the summer. Fight for your place, bro. The fan base are behind you. They're backing you. Listen, if you feel like you can supplant Donnarumma, then full send it, mate. You've got all the ability in the world to do it. There was no threat from set pieces yesterday. It wasn't coming and flapping for balls. He was very assured with the ball at his feet. Our build-up from the back was so much better. Obviously, the triple save to keep us in the game as well. Unbelievable performance. Unbelievable. I take my hat off to you, mate. Absolutely insane. The right back. The right back. Nunes! This guy! Mateus Nunes! He's unbelievable. This guy is insane. He was written off in the summer. He was written off last year. I said back him. I said he's got absolutely everything that it takes to be a world-class right back. Look at him now. Look at him now. He was unreal yesterday. Defensively, going forward, the recovery runs, the pace, the late tackle late on in the game where he slides and keeps hold of the ball, the composure, the calmness. He's a different player. He's crossed for the second goal for Nico O'Reilly. The cultured right foot, little sand wedge, dinks it into the danger area for O'Reilly to arrive on. The build-up play with Rodri leading to it, where he knocks it inside and then overlaps. He is a joke. I am telling you right now. Yeah, we've had a tumultuous relationship, me and Mateus Nunes. Everyone knows. Everyone knows the dark places that we've been to together. But there's no going back now. I am all in on this relationship. This is my right back moving forward. Keep your Livramentos. Yeah? Keep your young Brazilian right backs from God knows where. Mateus Nunes is him. Is him. Unless you bring me a fully fit Reece James or a Hakimi from PSG, then I ain't interested. Not one little bit. I think this guy is the third best right back in world football. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. He's the third best right back in the world. He can do it all. Rapid, strong. Can put a great ball into the box. Can bomb up and down the line consistently all game. He didn't play in the FA Cup final last year. We lost. He didn't play in the Bernabeu away in the first leg in the Champions League this year. We lost. He is indispensable to this football club. Another unbelievable performance yesterday. It might be biased, yeah. I thought he was the best player on the pitch. It was very close between him and someone else. But on the whole, I thought he was unbelievable. And then next to him, Next to him, another one of my favourite players. Another one you all know I've been banging the drum about for well over a year now. AK-45. Abdulkadir Kuzanov. You absolute Uzbekistani beast. This guy is different gravy. The pace, the power, the aggression. Slamming into Gyökeres in the first 20 minutes. Boom. Sick tackle. Recovery tackle on Kai Havertz in the middle of the pitch when he was trying to counter-attack. Boom. Sit down, son. Sit down. The defensive headers. He was, this guy. How is he not first name on the team sheet at centre-back every single game? There's no more conversation. Finito. It's over. Cooked. Kuzanov starts every game. I do not want to hear any more arguments. The debate is over. The debate is done. There's no more arguing about it. There's not. It's over. For you people, listen, no negativity here today, but it's done. Yeah? Never again will I have that conversation. Never again. Kuzanov don't need leadership. Do you know why? Because he just whacks into someone, flies into the ball, does the talking with his feet, does the talking with his aggression. You don't need leadership to put someone on their ass. Hold that. Let's go. Sick performance, Kuzanov. Moving over to the left-hand side. I was sceptical before the game about Ake and O'Reilly. Mainly because I think Ake is pretty much done. I don't like the thought of him running towards his own goal. I think he's undersized, and I thought it could have been a bit of a weakness off set pieces, which Arsenal play for. I thought he had a little bit of a shaky start. A lot of their chances were coming through Ake's channel, and Kuzanov got blocked trying to cover him behind. And the Havertz chance came through there. But after the first 20 minutes, after he grew into the game a little bit, Ake was unbelievable in that second half. So I've got to give him props, man. I doubted him. My doubts kind of looked correct in the first 20 minutes, but when he grew into the game and when he sorted himself out a little bit, he was unbelievable. They didn't have a sniff second half. They didn't have a sniff. And it looks like prime Ake again. He was class. Nico O'Reilly, class. Again, they were trying to target him in the first half with Saka and Havertz on that right-hand side, trying to pop these nice little passes around and get him spinning. This guy, all the money we've spent, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions on foreign talent to build the squad. And Nico O'Reilly, the 21-year-old from Collyhurst, Manchester, who cost £0, wins the game for us against Arsenal in a cup final, scoring a brace from left back. The local lad, Collyhurst massive, North Manchester, rise up. One of our own, Nico O'Reilly, the O'Reilly final. Oh, let's go. Manchester on top. You could never. People talk about the money. People talk about how City don't give chances to young talents coming through the academy. Phil Foden, Nico O'Reilly, James Trafford came through the academy. The argument's dead. It's over. Get into the World Cup, whether it's left back, whether it's centre mid, whether it's centre attacking mid. This guy's a killer, an absolute killer, and his ability to arrive in the box right at the right time, man, at the right time every time. Go back to the Newcastle game when he scored a brace as well. The way he arrives on the end of crosses and the way he times his run, it's second to none in his position. What a game he had. Pocketed Saka. Fraud Saka. Got absolutely pocketed. And then he goes and scores a brace as well to add to it. Unreal performance. Unbelievable. Bernardo Silva. Again, bit of a slow first half, but I don't know what happened at half time. Yeah, I don't know what happened because I go into the half and I'm shitting myself. I'm not gonna lie, I was scared. The way the game was going, the way Kepa got away with the red card, Arsenal were trying to win long throws and corners and set pieces, and they were getting a couple of free kicks. They were stinking the gaff out, and I thought they were just playing for a set piece. And then they were going to hit us with a 1-0. I was scared. I didn't think the performance in the first half was that great. But the way we came out the second half, whoever gave that speech in that dressing room needs a raise, man. Because we were aggressive. We had them pushed back from minute one. The 4-man press up top, they couldn't get out of the half. They couldn't hack it. They didn't know how to deal with us. Bernardo and Rodri turned up the heat second half. Turned the heat up. 260 degrees. Full gasoline. Where's Declan Rice? Declan Couscous. Where you at, bro? That Rice got overcooked massively. You got turned into rice pudding, mate. Off Rodri and Bernardo Silva, the old guard. Hold that, Zubamendi. Hold that, Declan Rice. Packed up, sent home. See you later. There's levels to this game. These men have been there and won the lot. They know how to deal with this kind of pressure. You can't do it. Dominated the midfield. Absolutely dominated the midfield in that second half. Rodri dictating the play. All over the pitch. Killer ball to Nunes to create the second goal. Bernardo absolutely everywhere. Picking the ball up from the keeper in his own 6-yard box. Making tackles on the edge of his area. Driving the ball forward to the edge of the box. Unbelievable, both of them. Unbelievable. Jeremy Doku. Start him every game. The way he drives us up the pitch. The way he cooked Ben White all game. You can't handle him. You cannot handle the guy. Even if he doesn't get goals or assists, yeah? He demands attention from the entire defence. They have to double and triple up on him every single time or you're getting cooked. And what does that do? It leaves spaces everywhere else on the pitch. He's so important to this team. Unbelievable performance again by Jeremy Doku. Another guy who's been disrespected by this fan base too much. Another guy that people love to blame when things aren't going our way. He's probably been our best performer the last months. Doesn't stop trying. Doesn't stop running. Doesn't stop tracking back. Aggressive, aggressive, aggressive. Going at his man over and over and over again. Semenyo, I doubted you. I doubted you. I doubted you as a winger. I doubted you anywhere else on the pitch apart from up front. But yesterday, you were mint as well. You were mint. This guy had Hincapié on skates, mate, all game. Guy was booked in the first half, smoking him to the byline every single time. But that's his position. Don't play him in the 10. You want him as high up the pitch as possible. He was going past Hincapié for fun. Cuts the fraud and then called him out in his post-match presser. That's what I want to see. We don't need to stay humble. We've been there and won it all. We know our level. Unbelievable, Antoine, man. Unbelievable. A guy who's been criticised a lot the last couple of weeks. And he stepped up in a final, which is all you can ask for. Erling Haaland. Had a decent game. He had a decent game. Let's be real. He had a decent game, all right? I was just doing that for suspense, all right? Just chill, okay? Just chill, right? What he did do well was he defended the box well. He was important off set pieces defensively. He carried the ball out quite well sometimes to get us up the pitch. And he had a decent game. He had a decent game. So I'll give it to him. All right. Don't get me wrong. I still expect a lot more from a £500,000 a week striker in a cup final. But we won. I talk about all the time. I don't care about individual performances as long as the team is winning. All right. So I'm not going to go there and be negative. He put in a good shift. He did a lot of work defensively. He did what I've been asking him to do. A lot more dirty work, getting involved in the game, knocking the defenders about a bit. Sometimes a little bit too much. He was more bothered about his individual battles rather than actually like watching the ball. So he was getting caught up in these fights with Saliba and Gabriel a little bit too much for me. But on the whole, I'll say he fought for the team, which is what I want. I just want to see fight. Because this team is good enough. This squad is good enough. I keep being told that we haven't got the players, Jay. We've not got the squad to compete with Arsenal. Yes, we have. Yes, we have. But the drive hasn't been there. The want hasn't been there. The mentality hasn't been there in a title running. But what I did see yesterday was fight. Was us putting our foot on their neck when we had them pinned. Ruthless. This is the Man City I've needed all season. So, thank you, Erling Haaland, for trying yesterday. We'll leave it at that. And then, I've saved the best till last. My joint man of the match, who the City fan base have been calling for to start for months and months and months on end. We talk about not having enough creativity in this team, not being able to feed our forwards. We don't have enough flair. We don't have enough tech. It was right there the whole time. Ryan Cherky is him. Ryan Cherky is world class. Ryan Cherky shits all over Florian Wirtz. My baller. My baller. Last stream we did, the thumbnail, me and LB, Pulp Fiction, holding guns to Pep Guardiola's head, saying, start Ryan Cherky. Start him. And he listened. And he cooked. He's unbelievable. There's no reason why this guy shouldn't start every single game for this football club. People tell me he doesn't have work rate. He was all over the place yesterday, demanding the ball, fighting back, driving us out from his own half, committing men to the ball when he's dribbling out on the right-hand side, the left-hand side, winning important free kicks. showboating, dunking on their heads. He created the first goal from that right-hand side. Forced a mistake from Kepa. Taking their piss out of him, doing kick-ups. Doing the shit house, rolling around, pretending he's injured and smiling at the fans at the side. He's unbelievable. Everything about him, I fucking love. Because we are boiling the piss of those gooner rats who have not stopped talking and talking and talking and talking all year. Talk now. Talk now. Ryan Cherky owns you. The new Kevin De Bruyne. Well, I won't go that far yet. But we've needed someone like this. With balls. Who's not afraid to play. And the last thing I want to see, yeah, I will call Pep out for this, because I've seen the clip of him shaking his head after the kick-ups. Do not shackle my baller. Please. Please. We don't want another robot, man. This sport is dying slowly but surely because players like this are being pushed out of the game. People like Gary Neville moaning, saying it's disrespectful. People moaning about the standard of football nowadays because we don't have the Ronaldinhos, the Ronaldos, the R9s. Messi and Ronaldo are on the way out. People are moaning that football's not the same anymore. Nostalgia. We don't have the same ballers anymore. It's all too robotic. It's all just system players. And then the same people will be calling this guy disrespectful for playing with this flair and showing off whilst we're 2-0 up at Wembley Stadium. He is exactly what football needs right now. Do not shackle him. Set the guy free. Let him go and play however he wants. I do not want this tech and flair and confidence coached out of Ryan Cherky. I know Pep might not like it, but on this occasion, he's just going to have to swallow it, man. Because as soon as Cherky loses that, he ain't the same player anymore. You've got to allow it, man. Allow him to be him. That's what's got him to the dance. So now let him bust a move. Unbelievable performance. My joint man of the match. Núñez and Cherky for me. I know it's the obvious choice is O'Reilly, obviously getting a brace, but all-round game across the entire 90 minutes. God, it's hard to not say Cousinov as well, isn't it? But yeah, Núñez and Cherky. Oh, these are the three players that I've been going on about for months on here as well. Right, chat, back me up now. Back me up. Cousinov, I've been begging for. Cherky, I've been begging for. Núñez, I've been begging for 18 months, saying that he's the man. And now they're finally showing out. And it feels so good. Everyone's on board now. Everyone's on the boat. Come on. Oh, man. It was a magnificent performance. Magnificent. The second half, the best half of football I've seen all season by a country mile. The four-man press, the midfielders everywhere. We were class. Now, moving on to Arsenal Football Club. They deserve their own segment. Because like I said at the beginning, Manchester City weren't the only winners yesterday. Football was the real winners. Because I cannot believe I went to Wembley Stadium to play against a team who have been labelled the best in Europe. Yeah. They've got the best player in every position in the Premier League. They've got the best squad in the Champions League. They've got this killer, that killer, Declan Rice, Bukayo Saka, Gabriel, Saliba. They've got all these amazing ballers, amazing technical talents. And they came to Wembley Stadium against the possibly worst Manchester City side in 10 years. And they tried to shithouse it when we're as vulnerable as we have been recently. They are an absolute disgrace. Nothing short of an absolute embarrassment to the establishment. Arteta should be forced to walk the streets of North London naked and pelted with rotten tomatoes for the rest of the week. The way that man is ruining this sport, the way that man tried to ruin that final yesterday is unforgivable. I feel sick still thinking about it. The first half of that game was horrific. Haramball. Kepa wasting time off goal kicks with Gabriel and Saliba in the first half of the game. When the second half started, I don't know whether you'll remember this, I was sat right behind the goal, 7 rows back. In the first 5 minutes of the second half, with my own 2 eyes, I watched Kepa Arrizabalaga on the ball for a whole 90 seconds without doing anything. I couldn't believe what I was watching. I genuinely nearly walked out of the stadium. It was one of the worst things I've seen in football, never mind the final. They didn't want to commit. They didn't want to take risks. They didn't want to try and play through our high line. They should be ashamed of themselves. And the fact that this team, this Arsenal team, are probably going to win the Premier League is a shambles. Is a shambles. And that's why I've been losing my head for the majority of the year and for the last few months, because we shouldn't have allowed this to happen. We're well better than them. We proved it yesterday. You've just got to have it up there and down there. You've got to have the cojones in every single game. And that's what's been lacking. They stink rotten. They absolutely reek. The worst football team that you can ever dream of that could win the Premier League. I've never seen tactics like it. Declan Rice. Declan Boyle in a bag Rice. Yeah? Ballon d'Or caliber player, people are trying to tell me. If England do well in the World Cup, Declan Rice might win a Ballon d'Or. Have some shame. I watched that guy yesterday running out to the sideline whilst his teammates celebrated so that he could take long throw-ins. Long throws from Declan Rice. This sport is finished if they won yesterday. It is so angering. I've never seen anything like it in my life. Thank God Rodri packed him up and tucked him in bed and showed him levels. Our Ballon d'Or baller. The fact that Declan Rice is talked about for winning a Ballon d'Or, oh my, I feel absolutely sick to my stomach. The only thing that he should be winning is the Labrador, because that's how he plays football. He runs around like a big dopey Labrador that can't actually play football, dead giddy, loads of energy, but he's absolutely shite. I cannot stand around whilst this happens to our beautiful game. They are trash. Bukayo Saka, trash. Gyökeres, whatever they paid for him, absolutely trash. Fucking Ballon d'Or. Are you mad? Remember what I said. Labrador. That's all Declan Rice is winning. The big, giddy, lanky, frigging mutt. Where's the Arsenal fans now, man, that are usually flooding the comments? Come talk now. World class this and world class that. Gabriel, Saliba. Frauds. Every single one of them. Absolute frauds. And do you know what? After this, the momentum charge now, I tell you what, if we didn't drop points to that West Ham team, I'd be feeling confident right now. I genuinely would, because if they play anything like that for the rest of this year, they ain't winning shit, mate. I'm telling you, we've probably left ourselves a little bit too much to do. But we've done that to ourselves. They ain't done it. That's why whoever wins this Premier League title this year, it will forever have an asterisk next to it because of the level of football that I've seen. Nine points is too much, in my opinion, in 7 games. But I tell you what, it wouldn't surprise me if we go close, man. It wouldn't surprise me if it goes down to the final game of the season. They're an absolute embarrassing football team. And if I would be ashamed to be a fan of that football club. Imagine all your fans going to a final and having to watch that. Scandalous. Scandalous. Like I said, football won yesterday. I had United fans in my WhatsApp messages. I had Liverpool fans in my WhatsApp messages that were supporting City in that game. Everyone wanted us to beat them, which is a crazy turn of events. Football fans are starting to realise this ain't what we want to see. And the referees did everything they could to try and make them win it as well. That decision to not send Kepa off, even though he stopped the game and stopped Doku playing on, it's a disgrace. They're doing everything they can to fuck us over. Same as last year, I was getting deja vu about the Henderson handball. I thought, there's no way this is happening to us again. 2 years in a row in a cup final. It's the most blatant thing I've ever seen. I would have lost my goddamn mind if we didn't end up winning that game after that decision. Thank God we came through. And nobody's really mentioned it now. But that decision is a joke. It's an absolute joke. Oh, God. I can't stand them. I genuinely can't stand Arsenal. And I know people in here probably think the same thing, but the arrogance of the fans, the arrogance of the players, the arrogance of the coaching staff, the arrogance of that absolute Lego head stood on the sideline every game, whinging and crying and coming out of his technical area. You ain't won fuck all yet, boys. You ain't won nothing yet. So sit down and shut up until you actually do. Because I am bored of it. And like I've said, they're getting all the help in the world off the FA, man, and the Premier League. these establishments don't want City to succeed. I'm telling you, they don't. Not with everything that's going on, the charges, the court case, and all stuff like that. They don't want us to be winning trophies right now. And the thought of this Arsenal team potentially winning a quadruple, I can't think of anything worse. And we did it. Stick that quad up your battle, you pussies. There's nothing they can do now that can ever top what we've achieved in the past. And that's one of the biggest reliefs, right? Because if they did the quad, then literally there's nothing we could have said. Because nothing really tops that. But now, if they win a treble, we've done it before. We've done it before, boys. They ain't getting 100 points. We've done that before, boys. They ain't winning 4 in a row because we've done that before as well. You ain't winning the domestic quadruple. Are you? Well, guess who's done that? That's us as well. So nothing you achieve this year, no matter what you say now, can hurt us. Because we've put an end to it. Oh, man, I'm exhausted. I'm absolutely exhausted. What a day. What a day. The day out in jail. I was saying to a couple of lads that I was with, I actually think I enjoyed that final, being at that final more so than the treble season United FA Cup final. I just think yesterday it was just so stress-free, hardly any expectations. The jubilation when the goals went in, it felt like the old days. Do you know when you're the underdog and you're not expecting to win? And then these goals fly in and you just go crazy. I've not felt like that in so long. And whereas at the final for the treble against United, the pressure of it being a derby, the pressure of them potentially derailing the treble, it was a close game, dodgy penalty in that as well. The stress of that was too much that I don't feel like I really enjoyed the moment as much as I should have done. Being there in the ground. Don't get me wrong, when the whistle went, it was completely crazy. But yesterday, when them goals went in, it's probably the best end at Wembley I've ever felt. Apart from maybe the first one, the Yaya goal. But even so, I genuinely think that could be the best Wembley end we've ever had. Maybe it's recency bias because I'm still on a high from it. But yeah, it was so good. So good. Worth the tiredness and the lack of sleep. But yeah, I'm still buzzing, people. I'm still absolutely buzzing. International break now, so there's not really much we can do from here. I'm going to open a couple of discussions later in the week or next week, maybe, about a couple of potential position changes in the team. Won't spoil anything yet, but there's a lot of talk at the moment about the goalkeeper situation. We won't go there just yet because this is a glazed fest, remember. But there's a few little dialogues been flying around on the old Twitter and the group chats and things like that. That maybe some people might want a little bit of a change at the moment. I don't know. Well, we'll get to it. We'll get to it, people, eventually. I'll probably do that in the international break. But yeah, I'm tired, but I'm buzzing. So I'm not going to stick around for much longer. Anyone got any mad questions before I dip off? Also, Brian the Blue, my number one fan, wherever you are, This guy loves to comment on my material, calling me a fake City fan and saying I'm doing it for the views and I'm using LB for clout and all stuff like this. Like, where are you now, bro? Please, please make yourself aware, because I know you've got the notifications on. I know you're subscribed. I know you love giving me the engagement and calling me a fake fan and calling me an actor. Well, I was acting all the way down to Wembley for 4.5 hours yesterday. Then I was acting for a whole 2 hours at the game and then acting for a whole 5 hours on the way back. And we're back again. We're back again. The fake actor celebrating another trophy win for Manchester City. So you can hold that as well, Brian the Blue, you little melt. Thank you again, my mate. And keep the bell switched on. Because I love reading your comments, man. Makes me so happy. I've pretty much gone through the whole team. People asking me about Semenyo and Cousinov. It's a tough one for Nico G, innit? Because I actually did want to see him yesterday. I wouldn't have minded him starting from the beginning. There's not many photos or it's hard for players like that who haven't really played a part in the final. And I saw a video of Cherky trying to get Marmoush involved as well, and he didn't really feel like he wanted to either. I do get where they're coming from. I think if I was held bench for a final and didn't play any part in it, I'd feel a little bit shameless as well, over celebrating and stuff. So I do get it. I do get it, man. Big up Wayne, one of the only Arsenal fans who's as classy in winning as he is in defeat. Big up, man. I appreciate it. Leon. Jay, genuine question, lad. I've gotten the feeling you don't like Haaland. One question. Do you think the 2 O'Reilly goals happens if Marmoush is on the pitch? Probably. I don't really know, to be honest. Probably. I think what you're trying to get at is maybe saying that Haaland's like attracting the men away from the space that O'Reilly arrives into, which could be true. It's hard to say. It is hard to say. It's a good question, man. It's a good question. I feel like the second one might be more in your favour because he kind of attracts the men towards the front post and then O'Reilly arrives at the back. But I don't think he affects the first goal too much because it's a Kepa Howler in it, and then Haaland wasn't even really near the action area. Do you know what I'm saying? It was all O'Reilly's movement and pulling away from his man that made the goal. So it's a tricky one. I would say no, probably. But yeah, like, I don't think Haaland really did that much yesterday, if I'm being honest. And I mean, 9 finals, 0 goals now. It still is a little bit of a problem to me, but I'm not going there. I'm not going there. I'm not doing it today. Stop tempting me back in when this is a glaze fest. This is positive only. I nearly got carried away then, and I had to pull myself back. Have we got a chance in the Prem, man? I still think no, but what are you all saying? Chat. I'm asking you all now, right? Because this is a big momentum shift, right? It's a lot of points to turn around. But just give me a yes or no. Can we still win the Premier League? Just yes or no. Let me see what you're all saying. There's no way. Yes, Jules. No way, Lerm. Yes, Marvin. Yes, but like 10% chance. It's possible, but we need to beat Arsenal and Palace. Big up, bro. Yes. Nah, for Link. Nah, David. No, Funo. 9 points is amount. It's probably too much, innit? I agree. I think I'm no. I think we've left ourselves too much to do, man. Genuinely. You can't drop points to Spurs, who were going down, by the way. Yeah. This team, who we dropped a 2-goal lead to, who are going to get relegated. You can't expect to win PL titles dropping points in games like that. Then Forest at home. And then obviously the West Ham game, who had one shot on target all game. Unfortunately, you can't drop three. You can't drop points to 3 relegation teams and expect to win the PL. I think we've left ourselves too much to do. Even if we won one of those 3 games, I'd still give us a slight chance. But dropping to all 3 in the last 2 months, it's not good, man. It's not good. But it hurts because Arsenal are dog shit. So it hurts. I think they are going down. I think the players have checked out. I think the players, most of them know that if they go down, then they're gonna get a move away from the club anyway. They'll have like relegation clauses in the contract and that. That Van de Ven is a fraud. He's checked out. He's not been trying for about 6 months. Absolutely crap. The keeper, crap. Romero, crap. They're absolutely rubbish. And to go into a 6-pointer against Nottingham Forest at home in front of your own fans, to lose 3-0 in a 6-pointer, practically a cup final. They're done, bro. They're done. I think they're gone. I heard someone say he's better than AK-45. There's no way in hell. Van der Ven has got one of the worst attitudes of any player I've seen on a football pitch. Have you not seen the clips of the managers like trying to tell him, like give him instructions on the pitch and stuff, and he's just ignoring them? The guy don't give a shit. I can't believe he still starts football matches. I'd have sent him to the reserves in January. That guy wants to move, bro. He's checked out. He wants them to get relegated. Someone asked me this yesterday, Jules. I would not take anyone from a relegation side. I'm sorry. It might sound a bit harsh, but anyone who's been part of a team effort, like I've seen from Tottenham Hotspur this year, I do not want at our football club. Because whatever's gone on there, behind closed doors, on the training pitch, obviously in performances in the Premier League as well, whatever is going on absolutely stinks. And I want no part of it. I don't care who it is, keep them away from my club. I'm not interested in any of them. I don't care how talented you think they are or how talented you think they could be. No chance. I wouldn't take one Spurs player, even if it was on a free. Van de Ven, cuz a flop. That Hanburn's an Arsenal fan, I take it. Keep crying, my son. AK-45 shits all over Van de Ven. It's not even close. It's not even close. Cousinov, in the next 18 months, will be the best centre-back in the world. I'm telling you now. And wait till I start dropping the bookmarks that I've got saved on Twitter when that happens. I'm already got my finger on the trigger for the Nunes bookmarks from the summer. People slagging him off, saying we can't go into a Premier League season with Nunes as right back. He's shit. He makes mistakes. Player of the year, in my opinion. Nobody has been more consistent and more important to this squad throughout the entirety of the season than Matheus Nunes. Nobody. Everyone's had the short bursts here and there. Maybe they've been in the team, then out the team, then injured, then back again. But nobody throughout the whole season has just kept a consistency level like Matheus Nunes has. He is my player of the year for me. And I don't think it's close. I genuinely don't think it's close. Kuzanov, yes, but in stints because he was out of the team for a long time when Pep wasn't playing him for Diaz. O'Reilly as well has been very good, but he's had a little bit of dips in forms here and there. Do you know what I mean? Doku, again, been out injured in periods. I genuinely think Nunes is our player of the season, and I hope he wins it, man, when it comes to May. That guy needs respect. Saeed wouldn't dare, man. Saeed wouldn't dare. I know he usually jumps in here after we've lost to watch me crashing out. But he don't want the smoke after we've won, man. No way. No way. Especially not after they drop points again on Friday against Bournemouth. Some guy was chatting to me at half-time yesterday. I don't know whether he's in here. I think he was called Joe or Joel. I think. Come up to me at half-time when I was on my way for a piss and was chatting to me about the game and stuff. So just want to say shout out to him. Big up, bro. I know you said you like the channel and that, and we was having a talk about Doku and a little bit of changing tactics. The quick cheeky word about Haaland as well. So yeah, I just wanted to say cheers, mate. Thanks for coming up and chatting. I always appreciate people coming up and having talking about footy and that. So big up to you, man. Right. Are we pretty much done, people? Got all our questions out the way. We've had a positive stream. Look, I told you I could do it. Who are the people in here who say I only know how to crash out and be negative and moan and all stuff like that? We're versatile, man. This is a versatile channel. We can do the positive just as well as we can do the negative. It's just a shame that we just don't get put in this situation enough where we get to talk positively about results. Because the team's been screwing us. But yeah, Jay, would you consider this season a success if we do the cup double? From where we are right now and from what I've seen over the last 2 months, I would 100% consider it a success if we do the cup double. Yes. Because about a week ago, I didn't think that we were capable of winning anything. I thought we could be going trophyless again. Listen, if things didn't go our way yesterday and we lost that game, then we're in big trouble. Big trouble. So the fact that we've now won that game and we can hopefully carry this momentum into the rest of the season, 100% I'd see that as a success. Another 2 trips to Wembley as well for a semi-final and a final. Probably 2 big games as well because there's some decent teams left in it. What more could you ask for, man? Go down with your mates to Etihad South on the Bears, hopefully on a Saturday this time, supporting the lads, seeing us lift another trophy. 100% I'd say that's a success for this season. 100%, man. Jordan, mate, I know, but I still don't know how to. And I need to know who wants to be a mod, innit? If you want to be a mod on the channel, yeah, hit me up on Twitter or X. Hit me up in the DMs. Say that you want to be a mod or whatever. Because I don't really know how it works. Do you know what I mean? And then I'll make you a mod. And then what do you do? Just control like the spam and all the weirdos in here. I've not noticed there's many weird comments tonight. I usually get a load more. But yeah, I respect the opinion, bro. But I'm an unk in it, so just guide me in the right direction and we'll get there. Choose wisely, Jay. Yeah, I need to know I can trust you as well, boys. I need to know I can trust you. I know who my day ones are in here, yeah? I know who my day ones are. Herbal, I know you're a day one, bro. If you want to be a mod, you can be a mod. I trust you. But yeah, if anyone else wants to be a mod, obviously everyone can't be here all the time, can they? Then hit me up, man. Jeremy Doku Goat, can I trust you? You give me a bit of jip sometimes, you know. Was you not calling me Dan Potts the other week? Now I know you're a day one too, though, man. So yeah, we'll talk about it, man. We'll talk about it. Yes, Josh. Jay's first super chat. I remember the day. Big up, man. Use the start of the journey. Never forget it. Herbal will block everyone. Oh, Adam, do you see what this guy says on my comments all the time, man? This guy, are you talking about the same guy, Brian the Blue? Guys in my comments all the time, and like the first one on the streams, like dropping comments, just saying like, oh, I'm a fake City fan and all this. Like, I've had a season ticket since like 2003, and I've got guys like Brian calling me a fake City fan, man. It's crazy. So funny though. It actually literally makes me laugh so much. Nah, Spencer, I was looking for him. I was trying to keep an eye out for him, but I didn't see Big Steve there. I didn't see him. So I don't know where he was sat in it. I seen on his Instagram that he was like quite far back in the first tier. And I was like right at the front, right in the mixer behind the goal. Yo, can they do that? Yeah, Jay, be careful you mod. Someone will block you from your own channel. Oh, shit. Is that true? Can they actually do that? Yo, I don't know whether I can trust anyone to mod them, man. That's a scary prospect. Put too much graft into this channel, man. Don't be trying to block me. I am happy, Adam, mate. Look at me. Off the back of another successful Wembley trip. Do you know, me and the lads were talking in the car on the way home as well. That's 10 finals now out of... No, is it Wembley trips or finals? I think it's 10. I think it's 10 Wembley finals out of 13 that Pep's won. Now that, as a record on its own, is insane. Like disrespected record in finals. Before the United one that we lost a few years ago, it was 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 finals. Then we lost 2 back-to-back against United and Palace, so it was 9 of 12. And now the 13th one, it's 10 out of 13 now, which is a sick record. Put some respect on Pep's name, man. He did the right thing yesterday. He played Turkey like we told him to. Run, Turkey. Play my baller. And he listened. No, I didn't. On stream, or was he at the game? You start to look young and fresh, bro, like 23 years old. Is that because I'm happy? Do I look younger when we're being positive? Maybe the stress adds years to me, man. Makes me look bare old. On stream. No, I didn't see it. I was pretty drunk, though, to be fair. Luckily, I stopped drinking after the game because I knew I had work this morning. If I would have carried on, I could have been in a bad way, man. But yeah, I stopped after the game. I was mentally drained after the match, man. I had no energy. We'll go walking down that Wembley way with all the crowd. I was absolutely wrecked. Proper takes out of you, man. I'll have a look, learn. I'll see if I can catch it. Do you know what? I'd love to do it on air one day, you know. Maybe the end of the season. Yeah, towards the end of the season. Where when there's no more City anymore until August, I might do like a Friday night on here where we all have a few beveraginos and everyone can join in and just chat shit for a few hours. Little bevin stream for the boys. Jay, with City not winning the league from here, you reckon it's more so to do with us not winning the rest of our games or Arsenal dropping up? I think it's a bit of both, mate. I don't think we'll win every game, if I'm honest. There's nothing that I've seen this year, apart from yesterday, that tells me that we'll win every single game. And I think Arsenal would need to lose at least 3 of the last 7. At least 3. At least. So it's too much of an ask. I don't think they're going to lose more than 2 games, man. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's a bit of both, if I'm honest. Listen, whatever happens between now and the end of the season, any sort of big game that we need to win, if Cherky's not in the starting 11, then I'm going mad. Yeah, he should be one of the first names on the team sheet. People talking about who we want to build our team around moving forward. People are saying build the team around Erling Haaland. You've got to build the team around Erling Haaland. I am telling you right now, with chest to your face, build this football team around Ryan Cherky and Cousinov. Those 2 guys, build the team around them because they could be the best players in the world in their position in the next year. Genuinely. Build the team around them. Both unbelievable young, not even talents anymore. They're already there. Both of them have got to start every game. Exactly, Adam. They've got to start every game, bro. There's no debate. The debate's done and dusted. Right. I'm knackered, people. So barely any sleep last night, so I'm going to get an early night tonight. And I think LB's doing a panel at 9. He did ask me to go on, but I'm absolutely wrecked, man. I'm drained. 9 hours of traveling yesterday. A hell of a lot of walking on a broken leg. I had the boot on yesterday, but from today I'm bootless. I hope you're all glad to know. The boot is officially off. I can wear 2 shoes for the first time in 3 months. I'm walking / limping around everywhere at the moment, but it's working. We're in physio once a week on a Wednesday. We're nearly back to full health. Hopefully, in the next 3 to 4 weeks, I'll be getting running again, start playing paddle, and then hopefully get back to football again for the new season. Try and get fit for pre-season to crack on again in August. But yeah, we're there. That's a win. We had a win yesterday at Wembley. Like I've said, voice is pretty much gone. Probably more so gone after this stream chatting to you lot for the last hour. But we can do positive streams, like I've said, and appreciate you all, as always, for coming and joining in the conversation and showing your support. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the hype button. Anything you can do to support the channel is always much appreciated. If you ever see me at the football, ever see me at the Etihad, ever see me at Wembley, like I said to my guy yesterday, always feel free to come up, have a chat, say hello. We can't do this without you people, man. So big up. Get on to me about the modding thing as well, because I'm being advised by the chat to get mods. So we'll look into that. We'll look into the new setup going into the summer very, very soon. Keep the notifications on, keep the bell on, keep an eye out for me on X so we can have a chat on there as well. I'm going to come back next week with some player chat around some of the positions that are up for grabs in this City team moving forward after the international break. So keep an eye out for that as well. But yeah, here we are. Carabao Cup champions, doing the Lord's work for football. Let's fucking go, people. Big up, everyone. Up the City. Hopefully another trophy to celebrate before the end of this year. And until then, well, not until then, because I'll see you all in a few days anyway. But yeah, I'll catch you all soon. Big up. See you in a bit.